YouTube, and welcome back to the JDW Sports Talk Show, wherever fans welcome. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the Indianapolis Colts quarterback room. Jack Coan, Sam Ellinger, Nick Foles, and Matt Ryan. We're talking about all four of these guys today. You look through and you know who the starter is going to be. You know who the second guy is going to be. I think the big question comes in where the third guy, who the third guy is going to be. So you look through and you see we got two veterans and two guys who are unproven. One guy who was an undrafted rookie. One guy that was drafted in the 6th round. So let's not waste too much time. But if you do enjoy Colts content and NFL content, make sure you like, subscribe, and put the post notification bell on for sending future videos. So we're going to start from the bottom here, and we're going to work our way up. So you have Jack Coan and Sam Ellinger. We're going to start with both of them at the same time. Both in a similar situation. Both of them are fighting for the third spot. Let's be clear. Neither of these guys are going to get the second. Nick Foles has that on lockdown. And we know, number one, it's not even question. So Sam Ellinger has been in the system for, 2 years now? So he has the upper hand on that. And Chris Ballard, Frank Reich love this kid. They love his work ethic. They love what he has, as a backup. They love the tangibles. It's just, when it boils on the talent, neither of these guys really have NFL arm, for a franchise guy to be the starting guy for, 10 years, 7 to 10 years, 6 to 10 years, whatever you want to consider how long a franchise quarterback would be around. Nowadays, freaking guys like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are going on playing nearly almost 20 years. So, between these two, I'm going to take Sam because he's been in the system longer. Even though Jack Coan had a coveted career over in Notre Dame, he had a pretty damn good career. There's nothing to be mad about there. But when you come to the NFL, there's a lot more blemishes. There's a lot more issues that need to be worked on. There's a lot more issues that you just, there's only so much that you can prove with some talents and skills as a quarterback. There's only so much that you can improve accuracy. Josh Allen is a big time miss, or what do you call it, exception to that rule. Josh Allen somehow had terrible accuracy, and now he has pretty damn good accuracy. Very rare to see that happen. So you're counting on an exception, which is, rare. That's why it's an exception. It's rare. So I see Sam Ellinger just taking him, man. I think Jack Coan has a little more arm strength. But, Sam Ellinger's been here longer. Chris Ballard and Frank Reich have raved about the kid. Haven't heard too much about Jack Coan, and then talking about him. Granted, he was an undrafted free agent too, but at the same time, Ellinger's been here longer. I see Jack Coan being a practice squad QB for us. Maybe even someone swoops him up, he goes take them, or we just flat out cut him. So, you heard it here. I think Sam's going to win it over Jack Coan. And then, the other two, man, the more widely known. You go to Nick Foles and Matt Ryan. First, Nick Foles, man, we all knew that this was meant to be for quite a while now. Now, Frank Reich and Nick Foles couldn't reunite last year because of Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz is a baby. I'm not going to shy away from that. He cannot handle the pressure. He cannot handle when another quarterback is sitting behind him and breathing down his neck. There's two different types of quarterbacks in this league. There's a quarterback that thrives under the pressure of a quarterback sitting behind him. And then there's ones that just fall apart and want him out of the building. And, it is what it is. So, Nick Foles, man, you go back to that Super Bowl year and, jeez, no one thought that once Carson Wentz tore the ACL, they had a rough end of the season, didn't win as many games. It's kind of expected. You're going to lose your supposed to be MVP quarterback in Carson Wentz, and a guy like Nick Foles who hasn't been proven, who has bounced around from team to team. And funny enough, he's back in Philly. He played in Philly prior to being in Philly for that Super Bowl year. Just came back around to it, and the dude figured it out. Him and Frank Reich freaking hit it off on the field. They killed it. Now, with them being in the same room again, it's pretty sick. It's pretty awesome. But at the end of the day, we knew this was going to happen at some point. We knew that Nick Foles was going to become an Indianapolis Colt sooner or later, especially since Carson Wentz left the building. You still have Frank Reich. You know, Frank loves the kid. Chris loves the kid. Awesome character, awesome work ethic. Just, you know, hasn't been able to find it since that Super Bowl year. You know, even the year after that, he played a little bit, and Carson Wentz got hurt, came in and played again, but just didn't, you know, work out like it did last year. So, you go and you look at the starter, man. You know, I am so freaking excited for Matt Ryan. You look at what he has done throughout his career. Yeah, you know, his arm is starting to diminish a little bit. But now, he has the best offensive line he's ever had in his career. And that is not a question. Best offensive line he ever that he has ever had in his career. Weapons are a bit lackluster. Pittman's solid. Alec Pierce is unproven, but has the ability to be a very good player year one, because it's not many, you know, it's not often that a Colts player gets to jump right in right away and really become one of the top options in number 2. You know? So, what is this noise? Okay. Better. Sorry about that. But Matt Ryan, man, I'm telling you, now he's going to have time. He's going to help these young receivers. People are going to forget that, too. You know, when you have a quarterback of Matt Ryan's stature, it not only helps your offense, it helps your defense. Because the defense has to play against a vet that knows and is experienced. And when you have a guy like Matt Ryan that's going to get on a wide receiver's ass for not doing something right, for doing something simple right, for not going to get on the, you know, he's going to get on the team's ass for messing up stupid things that they shouldn't mess up. Simple things. I shouldn't say stupid, but Carson Wentz was the complete opposite. He's like, oh, we'll get it next time. Oh, we'll get it next time. He wasn't a leader. He does not carry a QB1 fire like Matt Ryan does. And when your practice guys have to go up against that too, they're going to be on point every game too, because they have to play a better quarterback. They have to play a quarterback that's more experienced, not just going to throw it up. He's going to take his checkdowns. He's going to throw to his running backs. He is going to take the deep passes, and he's going to hit on them consistently, as long as the wide receiver catches it. So excited for this dude, and the tight ends. It does suck to see Jack Doyle go. But you have frickin' Jelani Woods, a frickin' behemoth of a person, of a player. And he's fast for how big he is. You have Kylan Granson. Maybe not, your typical inline tight end size, but he could kick out in the slot once in a while. Big body in the slot. So we got some decent speed. You have Mo Ali Cox, huge target, very hard to miss. Even Carson Wentz didn't miss him often, so Matt Ryan's going to put it right in the money for him every time. Man, this just gets me so fired up to see Matt Ryan in this offense. And then you have Jonathan Taylor, and freaking, I've seen a tweet by Lawrence Owen the other day. It was the Colts playing 9 out of 10 worst run defenses from 2021. So the fact that the Colts are going to be able to run it as effectively, but not as much, but throw it at a higher, I don't know how to say it. It's just blanking. At a much higher efficiency, I guess you could say. Much better. More explosiveness. I'm so excited. And then you have Nyheim Hines, who's going to be in the slot. And Paris Campbell can stay healthy. Oh my gosh. This offense is going to be top 5. If everyone can stay healthy, the offense is going to be top 5. You can say that about a lot of teams, but you have to have depth, and they do have some depth. But, yeah, man. You guys let me know what you think about this quarterback room. I'm really excited for Matt Ryan. I'm super pumped. Hopefully we're going to have him for 2 years because as you know, we've had a new starting quarterback in week 1 for like 4 or 5 years straight now. So I'm really happy to finally get a quarterback that's going to be here at least 2 years. So you guys let me know what you think. Thank you for tuning into the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome.